What is going on? So I am at the home office today, going to do a update on the trade copier. I know everyone has been waiting for it. So what we're gonna do in this video is I'm gonna cover about 6 accounts that have been running on the trade copier, some new, some old. I'm also gonna cover the price. So the price is going to go up, and I'll mention at the end of this video what the pricing is gonna be, the new pricing. So we're just gonna get started looking at the main copier here. It's currently up about 64%. So guys, this one is exclusively for 5K plus accounts. There's another copier on here as well. I'm just gonna go back. The trade copier 1 to 5K. We'll go to view signal. So as you can see, this one says negative 27%. I've just been doing some testing on this one. There is no accounts that are connected to this yet. I'm still getting this up and running, so once it's at a point where I know that we're going to be profitable, that's when I'm going to start connecting everyone for the 1 to 5K accounts. So right now we are only dealing with the 5K plus accounts. So that's what I'm going to cover in this video. There are a few that started with the 1K in the beginning. I'm going to explain, what went on with those, and we'll get to that in the video. So let's get started here on this first account. I'm going to hide all the names in here when I do the edit, but as you can see right here, guys, we have about a 2.2% growth on this one. We started this one. Let me just move my picture over here. We'll go to the first trade on this one was taken on January 25th, so about 7 days ago. So we're up about 2%, modestly on this account, which is good. If I go to the account info, you can see the deposit was 4456. We're currently at 4546, so we're up about 90 bucks, 100 bucks on this account. As you can see, this is a live account. This is a real person. I'm just gonna block out the name though, so that for privacy reasons, obviously. But yeah, so this account's performing well. It was a 5K account, so they started with the minimum, a little under 5K. Currently this is on the lowest risk setting. This is to protect all of the accounts. What we saw in the beginning was we launched with $1,000 accounts, and the main account is about 60 grand. So we noticed that because we can't go below 0.01, it's a fixed lot size on every account. When that 60 grand account draws down 500 bucks, 600 bucks, 700 bucks, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. It's the lot size is controlled and everything. When we draw down, when that equals out to these lower $1,000 accounts, that's half the account, 50% drawdown, 60% drawdown. And this is to leverage it to make the maximum amount of profit. So what we realize is for this strategy, for this copier in particular, we're going to bump this up only to 5K plus accounts. We've been on this wave, so we're only using the main copier now for 5K plus accounts. I'm going to show you some of those $1,000 accounts. They've grown dramatically over the course of being involved with the copier, but the risk is too much. Sometimes they've been exposed to 50% drawdown, 60% drawdown, just being transparent. So we've changed up the strategies. The new strategy on the smaller copier for 1 to 5K accounts will only risk 0.5% to 1% per trade. That way, the cap would kind of be, if the account draws down 10%, at that point, the client can then make a decision and say, hey, I want to step away from the service. I don't want to use this anymore, as opposed to being in a situation where the account draws down more than that. So it's all about the risk, for the client, trying to protect the accounts as much as we can. So let's go over now to another account here. This one was started much more recently. Let's just go to the trade history. This one started on 127, so only 3 days ago. It's up about 0.5%. The original deposit was 8,042. It's currently at 8,092, so we're up about 50 bucks. There are some open trades in here, that are in profit as well. As you can see, up to 81.10 on the equity. So this is just another example, another different size. The account's growing really well. Let's go over now to Pat. So this one started, I believe, 2 weeks ago, and then we paused it and then reopened it. Let's just see when the first trade was. Yeah, so the deposits were here, then we paused it, then 120 was when it started. So about 10 days ago is when this thing started trading. So about 7 trading days or so. So far, we're up about 3.52% on this one. You could see all the stats here: best trade, worst trade, everything like that. The initial deposit was 5,000. So now we're up to about 5,200. So things are moving well. Hopefully within the month we can get at least 10% on this one, which would be 500 bucks, which, you know, is great growth for the account. And the risk is controlled. The risk is very low. So that would be a great return. Let's go now to our next account. So this account was deposited with 5,355 bucks or Canadian dollars. Now we're at $5,570, so we're up about 215 Canadian dollars, and this is about a 4% growth. Let's see when this account started. So this one started around the same day, 120, so about 7 days ago, or 7 trading days ago. This account kicked off, so we're up about 4%, on target for at least 10% for the month, you know, which is great considering the risk is very low. If you guys want to sign up with 5K and you tell me I want to risk it, you know, we'll bump the risk up. This will be 8% in a week already. You know what I mean? It's really up to the client. It's up to you guys. So let's now look at an account. This person actually joins with the original 1,000. They ended up bumping up their deposit to 2,500. The overall growth on the account is about 30%. Let's see when the first trade on this was taken. So they joined originally. So this has been going for about a month. As you can see, the return has been 30% on this one in a month. The equity currently is at 22.55. So you can see with these smaller accounts, when we do draw down on them, it's more significant as opposed to the larger accounts. And that's why I'm restricting it to 5K plus. But this is still in a really great situation. The one thing also that we're navigating with these earlier accounts is the leverage needs to be 1 to 500. This one was 1 to 30. So that's one of the things that we've been dealing with. And as you can see, obviously these are all real accounts here. I'm just going to block out the clients' names for good reason. But yeah, no. So this one's grown about 500 bucks in the month. You know, currently is drawn down, but you could still withdraw, you know, this balance. You could still take that out to pay the fees or, you know, to have profit for yourself. And as this thing continues to grow, the goal is for if there's any drawdown to always be above your initial balance. So his deposit's 2,500. Once we grow this over the next month, then if we ever draw down a bit, it'll always be above his initial deposit, which as a, you know, the client and as someone who's trading the accounts, you know, that's a situation that I obviously always want to be in. So let's go and cover another account. Let's come over here. I know the stats are kind of skewed here. This account has had a lot of growth. I'm going to go down. Let's see when it actually started. This one was on the heaviest risk setting right from the beginning, pedal to the metal. Started on December 16th, you know, so traded through Christmas, about a month, if we count the holidays and everything of trading days for this one. And again, the deposit was 2,100. The balance is about 3,100. You know, this number is kind of skewed. I don't know why it's returning that, but the growth on this one, as you could see, is about 50%. A 50% growth. You know, it's about 1,000 bucks positive right now. But look at the drawdown. The drawdown on this one's it's at 1,600 for a few different reasons. You know, in the beginning, you know, the risk settings were a little bit different that we were using for all these different account sizes. So that's part of the reason that this one's drawn down a bit more. Also, make sure you guys pay your fees at the end of the month. If you don't pay the fee at the end of the month, the account will get disconnected from our accounts, and then we have no way to close out trades to manage it. So make sure at the end of the month that you guys top up, withdraw, pay your fee. You know, it's not a big fee. You know, it's not for the price. It's you only pay if you make profits. So just take the profits out. Don't be greedy and pay the fee. That way it can continue to roll, because if you don't give me a heads up for the 5K plus account Copier, and we're going to assume you want to keep us to keep trading it, you know, unless you in the beginning of the month you say at the end of this month, you know, I want to cut the Copier off, you know, I don't want to be in positions anymore, then we'll meet, we'll talk, and we'll get you to a point where you can disconnect it by the end of the month, so that way, you know, the fees you're paying and everything, you're getting your money's worth. So, you know, just make sure you pay the fees. Some of these accounts get disconnected because you didn't pay the fee and then put your account in a compromising position. So that's all the accounts that I'm going to go over for today. Again, guys, you know, this is 25 bucks per month plus the 20% performance fee. Let me see if I can pull up real quick. So again, the trade copier right here. I'm going to also pull up, and we're just going to run through an example on how much profits that we would have to make, you know, on our accounts and everything. So I'm just going to run through two examples. One's going to be for this $1,000 and one's going to be for a $5,000 account. We're going to run through, obviously it's 25 bucks a month plus the 20% performance fee. and this applies to both accounts. It's going to go up to 75 a month at the end of this month, guys, just as a warning. So here, if we made, let's say we made 10%, so 10% gain through the month, which would be, on this one would be $100. And then on the $5,000 account, you know, they were going anywhere from 10% to 20%. Let's just do 10% gain on this one as well. Now let's work out the fees to see and make sure everything makes sense. So on that $100 that you made, you'd be charged $25 plus the 20% performance fee, which would be $20. This means that you'd be charged $45. So if we do 100 minus $45 on the smallest account possible, making 10%, you would actually net profit. That's wrong. You would actually net profit, let's take this away, $55. And then let's look at the $5,000 account, and I'll just bold this real quick. And then the $5,000 account, if you were to have a 20% or a $500 gain, the 20% of that would be $100. Again, guys, you're only getting billed on the profits that are being made. So then you would get charged $125, and it would be 500 minus 125 equals 375 is going to be your net profits. And you know, if this is for 10%, if we go up to 20%, obviously this becomes a little bit different, you know, a little better situation for both accounts. So this is just a modest, you know, we're making 10% on the account at a minimum. We have to make 5% in order for those fees to cancel out and to make sense. So this does make sense the way that it's priced right now, everyone. And yeah, so that's the Copier. If you want to get in on this, all you need to do is I'm going to pull up really quickly in the Telegram chat. Just give me 1 second. I want to schedule calls with everyone that wants to join this and set them up myself, just to make sure that everything is set up correctly. And I know, you know, I want to empower all of you to set things up using the videos on the website as well. But for me, especially for the $5,000 accounts, I really just want to make sure that those are being set up correctly. So I'm just going to bring on in Telegram our Trade Copier bot. You might have been in it already. If not, you know, what you're going to do, guys, is you're going to go ahead. You see we have the FAQ here, you know, all the information about the Trade Copier, you know, everything, the minimum that you need, the performance fee, the broker. The broker is restricted. You have to use the broker that we use for one of 3 reasons. 1, just transparency. We do make commissions off it. 2, we've had issues where brokers are blocking people because they don't allow trade copiers. 3, we need you to have the right leverage. And then other than that, also the price matters. So if you have a broker that's listing different prices, it's not going to execute the trades. So it makes more sense to have the same broker. All you got to do is select this right here. I'm going to just pull it up in my other window really quickly. So you don't have to check out through here. Just press this button. Please go to this link, FX Book Inside right here. So you're going to be able to come in here and actually see the FX book and also sign up for everything. So this is going to be what you sign up for. It's our course. It's free to sign up for the course. You'll come in, you'll have this about video. I'm going to update it with this most recent video that I'm doing now. And then you're going to have setting up an account. So you're just going to press this. This will bring you to the website. And then you just follow this video to set things up. Follow the video. Before you know, if you have any questions, just schedule a call with myself. I'm available every day for a call. So I'm open to hopping on and helping you guys out. And the broker setup is here as well, how to get set up with the broker, and then also the FX book, you know, the verified FX book. You're going to see in this, it's very similar to that last account I showed you, because this account started at $1,000. It's up, the balance is around 3,100, so it's had great gains on it, about 47% gains ever since we started the Copier. But it is drawn down at the moment, you know, quite a bit. And that's because the account's under $5,000 and we're aggressively growing this thing as fast as we can. So there are risk settings, you know, for us to do. And when we have the conversation setting up your account, we'll talk about those and, you know, we'll make a decision that's the best for your situation. So guys, this was just another update, Trade Copier for now. It's February 1st, 2021. If you want to get started, just schedule a call, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day.